All right, let's get into this. I've been wanting to do this for a little while. I've been watching the Discord group over on dtube. If you're not on the dtube Discord, do jump over there. And I've spent the last, I don't know, 24 hours or so building a list of about 22 episodes so far of a no-coiners guide to dtube. No-coiner being somebody who's not into cryptocurrency, who hasn't got any crypto coins or tokens or DTC or Bitcoin or Litecoin or bloody any different cryptocurrency out there, doesn't know that much about it, is interested in it, is probably a YouTuber, and is getting really frustrated with Google in terms of AdSense payouts, or the fact that they're even advertising on your videos now, even if you're a partner or not. There's just a whole bunch of stuff that's happening over there and has been happening over there, as there is on Twitch with DMCA. There's just a whole lot of stuff happening on centralized platforms, and now's the time to start telling people about alternatives. And dtube is definitely one of those alternatives. So in this episode of No Coiner's Guide to dtube, I want to give you 10 reasons for why you should consider DTC dtube token over Google AdSense. So the first one is that Google AdSense payouts are monthly and they're variable. You don't know what they're going to be. They can change them at the moment's notice. We saw in the pandemic lots of advertisers, which is basically how you actually get paid in AdSense, pulled their budgets. So the budgets went from like $5 down to next to nothing. So lots of people overnight, some of the big YouTubers that I watch, I say big, like 200,000 subscribers, were literally down to like 20% of their income, and they got used to that income. That's a very important thing that I want to get across to you, is that people get used to bringing in a certain amount of residual income from these platforms, from people reviewing those videos and advertisers advertising on top of that content, because they know it's popular content. So that's the first one, is that AdSense pays out every 4 weeks, whereas if you wanted to just pull out DTC, which I don't recommend you do, but if you just wanted to pull out some money from DTC and convert it into Ethereum, which you can do on a thing called Uniswap. I know that I'm already going over the top of your heads. We'll get to that. Then you can do that every 7 days if you wish. Alternatively, and I'll get onto this a little bit later on, you can extend the rewards on a piece of content if you're A, very proud of it, or B, it's going to be a long form piece of content. For instance, this video, I won't be claiming on this video. I'm going to let it run for the next year. Although we do really need a way to be able to see in that in our my channel, like information on certain videos. I'd love to be able to flag a certain video to say I don't want to claim on this, but we'll get to that. Second thing, YouTube does not give you crypto tokens for your time and involvement. This is really important thing that I think a lot of content creators who are putting stuff on YouTube, they've just got used to being paid in AdSense if you've managed to obviously accrue enough minutes and subscribers. With dtube, DTC, even just interacting with people, you can get paid in DTC just for those interactions. So those DTC coins stack up over time, and obviously they have a value based on volatility in the market of people buying into the token or not. You don't get anything like that on YouTube. You don't get anything additional from the hope of getting your AdSense every month. Third thing, dtube is investing in your content over time as it recharges your VP. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about this, but you've got two components to it. You've got the DTC token itself, which you can earn from creating content and commenting and engaging with it. But you've also got the VP, which is like if you imagine like a power band in a game. So like as you're charging up the power band, then, or it may be something like Call of Duty Warzone, after you've got so many like kills in a row, then you get like additional things, like you get an airstrike or something like that. You got to think of that on dtube in a similar way. The more of that VP that you have, the faster that DTC regenerates. It's a little bit like Doctor Who, in that every so often, after about 10 episodes, he turns into a completely different character. And in a certain way, like DTC in your account can change over time as well. So this is a organic, ever-evolving thing. The longer you hold it, the better it is. That's not to say you can't take bits of money out of it, but it actually starts to make you think differently about your content and what you create, and you probably end up creating better stuff when it does better in terms of earning more DTC. Number 5, it's a low, no barrier entry to getting involved. You don't have to have 1,000 subs. You don't have to have 4,000 minutes watched like you do on YouTube. You can jump in today and you can start like commenting and creating content. Now, if you're a brand new user, you're probably going to not have any DTC. So I'm not going to explain it here, but you're going to need some kind of app to be able to buy BTC or Bitcoin or Ethereum, ideally Ethereum. And then there's a whole process. In fact, if you do a search for TibFox, he's done a great video on using Uniswap to be able to buy using Ethereum DTC. And once you have DTC, you can post and comment, and if over time your VP will recharge as well. So you don't. One of the biggest problems we're finding is a lot of people are coming here, they're posting one video, and then they've run completely out of VP, which is the thing that has to charge up. So you have to leave it in there for a certain amount of time, which, you know, like if you were on YouTube, you wouldn't earn anything until you got those 1,000 until 4,000 subscriber hours anyway. Even if you have a 1,000 subscribers, you need 4,000 hours of viewing time before they actually start turning on the algorithm for you to get paid. So in some ways, you know, I feel like you've got a lower barrier of entry on dtube than you have on YouTube. Number 6, there's no advertisers currently promoting on top of your content. This is a big one because a couple of days ago, YouTube came out and said, we're going to advertise on your content regardless if you're a partner or not, which was just like, whoa, serious like stuff happened over on YouTube. Number 7, you get paid to comment on dtube. Engaging has a value. So one of the nasty things about YouTube is that it does have a lot of toxic comments out there, or you can find yourself with a lot of toxic comments, whereas on YouTube you can still find toxic comments, but you also have a lot of people now that are engaging with you. And if you engage on their videos and they really like your feedback, or you give them advice or some value, or you share a link with them about something that they're trying to fix, chances are they'll probably give you a upvote. And if they give you an upvote, you earn DTC from that. And then every 7 days, you can claim that DTC in your account. So you have to go through this like claiming cycle. But I actually like the claiming cycle. You don't do things like that on YouTube, but on dtube, it's kind of nice because you can get to see who's commenting and where you're earning from and what's been doing well. Whereas trying to do that on YouTube, you have to dive into the analytics and it can be a bit of a nightmare. Number 8, I think. Voting power to your likes. Give financial assistance back to content that you valued. Right? You can't do that with YouTube. If I want to watch a video from Addy Torrent, say Addy Torrent's done a video about a brand new camera that's come out that I've been interested in, and it's all very well me like watching other YouTubers, but he covers it in such a way that I get loads of value out of it. Like, he tells me about the battery life. He's actually stepped through and done the battery life. He's shot it with certain kind of different lenses. He's actually gone through the test really well. So I can actually give power to my like. Instead of just clicking on like on YouTube, that has no value. It's just like, yeah, this was cool. Whereas on DTC and dtube, I can like it and I can add a certain amount of VP power when I do that. And so they get a DTC benefit on their video. And then every 7 days, that's kind of split up and distributed to all the people who got involved with that particular video. It's interesting game theory. If you've never heard of game theory before, do a search for game theory. If you want to do something different with your content in 2021, dtube is definitely the way. Last 2, AdSense into DTC. So if you are a YouTuber, this is a big one. Splitting your income from dtube into an existing trading from YouTube into an existing trading token. So I would say to you that this would be a great experiment for an existing YouTuber who's making Google AdSense. So if you're making $1,000 on Google AdSense at the moment, I would heartily recommend that you take half of that out and invest in DTC. Now, this is not financial advice. Don't put it onto me. I mean, that sounded like financial advice, but if it was me, like if I was put in this situation, I would do this for 3 to 6 months, and just to see where you are in 3 to 6 months with this platform compared to YouTube, because there's been so many changes with YouTube recently and I don't see it getting any better. And I actually see the barrier to entry getting higher. Maybe it'll go to 2,000 subs and 10,000 hours viewed, and then you're probably spending another 2 or 3 years to try and get to that before you actually get anything from Google AdSense. So you have to ask yourself, what am I doing with my time and what is the value of that time? With DTC, if you have a balance of DTC, then your VP is just charging all of the time. And so then coming back and engaging with people and dropping them little bits of votes and then putting up a piece of content that you're really proud of, people can end up like It's just like a big pot, and people are just giving bits to each other. Final one today is if you don't claim after 7 days, as in if you don't close off the voting on one of your videos after 7 days, then that video can still keep making DTC if people leave comments, if people leave upvotes. And so something like this nocoiners guide, the idea behind it, and I'm not sure how I do this yet because I don't know how to differentiate which is the video. I guess I have to look for the link in my channel, but I can leave it open for brand new users who are arriving in the next 12 months to watch this video and take something away from it. And then once they've added DTC and gone through and did an upvote, go and upvote this video, then over time this video does more than it would do just closing it off after 7 days. Now, this is kind of similar to way YouTube works, right? If you make a really good informational video and you put it up and you do good SEO on it, then chances are that video will be found, and then the views go up, and then if the views go up, the advertisers see that your video is doing well, and then they want to advertise on that video. So there's a long tail approach to YouTube, is you put stuff up that might not be relevant right now but might blow up like in 2 or 3 years time when something particular happens, like an event or something with a company goes wild. I mean, take Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin crashed in sort of 2017, 2018, and it's come back again, and now people are like, oh, is it a good time to buy? Like a lot of the BTC videos and Bitcoin videos will be doing very well on other platforms because people are looking into it again. That's it for episode 1. I just wanted to do a quick little video about 10 reasons for dtube token over YouTube AdSense. I've got 20 other videos lined up, from stacking and trading the coin, giving your best work more, buying DTC with ETH using Uniswap. I'm going to do a little video like that. Let's take a look at key management. Gifting is instant on dtube. Just I've loads of different little nocoiners guides. If you found this useful, or you feel like I've missed something out, or you want me to add something to it, or you have any questions about dtube and the token, drop me a message in the comments and I'll get back to you. All right, see you soon. Bye.